And if I last spelled boxing down at Riley's Gym in Sheffield, joined by flyweight sensation Nicola Hopewell. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, really good. Do you like that little intro?
Yeah, I did.
Been a long while since we spoke, Nick. Well, I'll change that. It's been a long while since we spoke on camera. We always speak quite a bit off. So, bit of a roller coaster of the last 6 months.
Yeah, just a little bit. Like, we had a super flyweight title. Then we were, are we boxing? Are we not boxing? And now I had another fight, and now I'm back.
So, let's go right back. Difficult one for you to talk about, but you've had a little bit of time to process the whole situation there. You went into that fight with Emma Dolan. Massive 50-50, but let's not forget you went up in weight as well.
Yeah, so I went in at super flyweight, full knowing I could go in at fly. She were big at the weight as well. She were tall, she were rangy, she were a lot bigger than me. And like when we got in ring on fight night, she's already told me that she weighed a lot more than me because I got in the ring what I weighed in at, which is my natural weight. So this time we're going down to flyweight. Which is my natural weight for boxing, just lose a little bit, nothing much really. But I think from that fight, I took a lot of learnings, and first learning was you're in wrong weight category because I was small at that weight, and when I look at other people in that weight category, I were the smallest, so it made sense for me to drop down. And not just that, I did take a lot of other learnings like boxing that I needed to work on, which we have been working on in the last 6 months. So. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
Those fights aren't L for loss, they're L for learn.
Yeah, like from that one loss, I learned more than I did in all my wins. So I'm glad in a way, I am kind of glad I had that loss quite early on in my career because I did take a lot of learnings from it. And like I said, more than what I did from the wins. Like you always learn something in every single fight, but there were more in that fight, so.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Emma was on it as well. You know, she was spot on that night. What's been good to see is since that fight, you two guys have connected again and had sparring. Is that right?
Yeah. So after the fight, Dad was straight on phone to call. Can we get some sparring in if Emma wants it? And Carl did get in touch because he said it'd help for Emma's next fight. So yeah, I will helping Emma out. Just before Christmas, so hopefully we'll be going back again soon.
So you was back out again in early Feb, tick over against Catapap. Easy enough result, exactly what you expected?
Yeah, I mean, she was tough. There was one point where I did think I was going to get her out of there, and she just kept coming back. So yeah, it was a good fight. I did win every round, and it was good to get out as well because, again, for the Emma Dolan fight, I went out for 6-7 months. It could have even been longer. So I didn't want to leave it that long because I'm better when I'm active, and I think every boxer's better when they're active. So I did want that tick over fight. So yeah, good preparation for this one.
Nick, I need to talk to you about the fight that nearly happened, that didn't happen, for a world title. Talk me through that process, from what I understand. So anyone that don't know about this, anyone that's been living under a rock and hasn't seen my social media or our channel when I went on a bit of a rant, you had a very late opportunity to fight Dina Torsland for the unified bantamweight belts. Explain to me the process of what happened there and when you actually got that call.
So I got that call. It was on the Wednesday of that week. It was about 9:30 at night. Rob rang me, and he said, "What are you weighing right now?" And I was like, "Right now?" Like, it's a bit of a strange request. So I got on scales and I told him I was 116, which is above super flyweight because we already spoke about me going up weight, but. When he told me the opportunity, I can't turn that down. That's an opportunity in a lifetime. What if I never experienced that in my boxing career? And I knew she was a good girl and stuff, but I was willing to step up and take it at that short notice. So that worked Wednesday. So we took the fight and everything like that. The sanctioning bodies agreed to it. We were just waiting for the boxing board to agree to it. But unfortunately, we was on our way to the flights and everything were booked, by the way. But we were just on our way to the airport, just about to put stuff in car, and then Rob rang me again and said the boxing board had not approved it because I'd not had a check weight. but I wasn't actually losing no weight. And if they'd have looked back, they could have seen I'd boxed at flyweight, super flyweight. They could have put me on scales there and I was still only 116. Because I thought they did that for cutting weight, which wasn't my case. But because I've not had this check weight, I think it was 3 days out, and I only found out about 2 days out, I couldn't do the fight. It's a bit disappointing. And in a way, I think each case should be treated individually because I weren't losing no weight. There was no danger from that side. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've said on my show, anyone that wants to watch it back, on our live show, I went on a little bit of a rant, and I've asked the question, not that the British Boxing Board are going to watch my show, but I asked the question, explain yourselves, explain why you didn't agree the fight. Because like you've just rightly said there, Nick, the check weight is to stop people that are way above weight losing weight too quickly in that last few days of fight week. You obviously weren't doing that.
Yeah, I could have actually still gone over and boxed it, but not won the world titles. But I'd have weighed the exact same. So obviously there was no point in me doing that because the opportunity for me to take that fight at bantamweight was the world titles on the line. But yeah, I'd still weigh in at the weight I would do even if the world titles were on the line or not on the line because I was not losing anything. But yeah, it didn't go ahead.
Yeah, frustrating thing is that the sanctioning bodies all agreed it, just the British Boxing Board, which don't really make sense. And to me, they're not playing an even game there, because you see last minute fighters coming in on fight day on big shows. Where's their check weight?
Yeah, I mean that's what's frustrating about that. Like if they was to weigh me and I had loads of weight to lose in 24 hours, I 100% get it. But they could have done some sort of let's do a video call and get you on the scales for a rough idea. What do you weigh? Someone could have met me at the airport. What do you weigh? But there were none of that. So it was frustrating from that side of it. But the positive that came out of that is the sanctioning bodies obviously looked at me and thought I were capable, and they would have put me in there. So that's the positive I'm taking out of it.
Absolutely, mate. And you've got to take that positive, because another opportunity comes up. I mean, if you get an opportunity now from that same governing body WBC and WBO, you get the opportunity for a flyweight world title. I mean, they're not going to turn you down for that one because they were going to put you in at bantamweight, right?
Yeah, well, you'd think so. You'd think if an opportunity did come at my own weight, now it had been sanctioned at bantamweight, if it was at my own weight category, I'd be able to do it.
So, that all went off. And from what I understand is you had a sparring session booked in with your stablemate the day after, or no, sorry, was it this? It was the day you were meant to fly. And anybody would have forgiven you for not taking that session, because obviously you were very disappointed. But you didn't do that, because that's not in your nature. You came in and you did that spar.
Yeah, I mean, Amy was boxing for the Midlands title, and she was only a few weeks out. She needed sparring, so I couldn't let her down. Like, just because I'd had some bad news, I couldn't let Amy down. Like, she needed that spar. So yeah, I come to the gym and I still did it, and I probably won it best I'd sparred. And I think it was just that mentality that I actually could have been boxing for a world title this weekend.
Unfortunately, I think Amy might have got the brunt of that.
I didn't mean to, but it'll help her along.
Definitely, mate. I mean, you're now back in the gym. You're ready you've got now another opportunity. This time, Commonwealth title again, but this time at your actual weight division of flyweight, your optimum division, I call it.
Yep. Yeah, so Izzy from GBM gave me this good opportunity. I mean, their shows are absolutely amazing. And to get another Commonwealth title opportunity on their shows is massive. And I'm not letting GBM, I'm not letting Izzy, and I'm not letting myself or Daz down this time. Like, that's coming home. That's
the positivity I like, Nick. So that show, for anyone that wants tickets, is at the Magnus Centre in Rotherham on the 20th of April, fighting a very, very, very tough opponent in Gemma Rueg.
Yeah, I mean, Gemma's fought everybody in my weight, the weight above, probably weight above that. So yeah, she's very experienced as well. Probably one of the most experienced I've fought in terms of who she's fought, because she's fought like Shannon Courtney, she's fought like Shannon Ryan, I believe, Maisie Rose, anyone in the weight category. So.
Emma Dolan.
Yeah, Emma Dolan, she's fought Emma, so yeah, she's very experienced, and it'll be a tough fight. But I'll outbox her and bring that title home.
You know, when you're building up to these fights, Emma Dolan was obviously your biggest fight to date as a pro. This again is another step up in fighting somebody that's really, really tough, that's never been stopped. She has 10 losses on her record, but they're all against real top quality fighters. Like we've just said, she's been in with Shannon Courtney, and I think, I might be wrong here, but I think that was even at lightweight. I think that was Shannon Courtney was coming down in the weights, and I think that was lightweight. She didn't get stopped there, and Shannon's a big puncher, right? Yeah,
I mean, I've heard Shannon's a big puncher from people who've been in with her. So, I mean, if likes of Shannon Courtney can't stop her, she's a tough girl. That just says it all, how tough that this girl is.
What does, not that you concentrate on what your opponent's doing, but you must look at that. What does Gemma bring to the fight that you've got to be wary of?
I mean, Gemma brings work rate. She brings work rate. She's come forward. She's always there in front of you. So I need to be on my game for this fight. And I can't like neglect her, and I can't. How can I word it? I just got to concentrate on her and what she's going to bring to the table. And I know for a fact she's going to bring work rate.
I've seen you on socials just recently, posting the fact that this is going to be a sold-out show. If there's any tickets left from your end, where do people get them from?
Just message me directly and I'll get them posted out to you, or you can come and collect them, I'll deliver them, whatever's best. But yeah, it is a sell-out show, and I have been asked that any tickets that we do have left, we can send back, and we just keep a handful of them because the tickets are going that quick. So if anyone does want any, just get in touch ASAP, really.
Some big names on the show. Biggest one being Hughie Fury, back out after a long time out. I think it might be a bit of a tick over for him, but even so, you know, it's his first fight back on the big scene. GBM are going places. They've still got Talk Sport as the team that are going to be showing the fight. Another big platform, right?
Oh yeah, massive platform, and they've signed Adam Smith as well for the commentary side. I mean, like, GBM are going places, and like, these are shows I want to be on. Like, I do feel like they're going. They're going to be big. They're going to be big.
Spoke to someone at the last GBM show, and Adam Smith did that one, and they were. I can't remember which fighter it was now, but anyway, he said he could hear Adam in the background as he was fighting. I mean, voice of boxing for the last 10 to 15 years, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like, anybody recognises that voice, and yeah, I'm guessing if you're in the ring and you can hear him, like, I mean, that's happened to me before on one of my other shows. I could hear the commentator, and it was behind the closed doors show. And when I could hear the commentator, they said that I'd not gone out as quick as they thought I had. Then I went and stopped the girl in 10 seconds because I'm like, oh, I'm going to show you. But yeah, Adam Smith's got that sort of voice that you can recognise, and he's the voice of boxing.
Do you hear people in the crowd? You know, when you got a big fight on, it's obviously really noisy. You have a lot of people there that are fans. You've got your family. You've always got fighters down there watching you. Ebony's always got your back. Do you hear any voices, apart from Daz? Obviously, you hear that voice, but do you hear anybody else in the crowd?
Not really, no. I think, like, I hear Daz's because you're always listening out for him, and yeah, but fans and stuff, no, not really, no.
Nick, it's been fantastic talking to you again. We need to do this a bit sooner this time. 6 months is a bit too long. I'm not having that. I need to get you on the channel a bit more. You need to come on the live show. That's what you need to do.
Yes, I'll come on it. But yeah, it's been too long. It's like every time I fight, and it's 6 months. It's too long.
Yeah, it's not good. Thanks for joining us anyway, mate, and I'll see you soon. Good luck on the fight on the 20th.
Thank you.